Ultimate Real Road Bike Part 2. Let's do this.
Don't smoke in bed.
Hey, what's going on? Atiba here. Today we're going to be talking about my new handlebars. So if you haven't seen my last video on narrow handlebars, what are you waiting for? Link up there or down there. But last time I was talking about the benefits of narrow handlebars. So I've decided to buy a pair of extremely narrow handlebars myself. At the time of filming, my frame has been put on delay for obvious reasons due to a shortage of parts. But it will be coming along very soon, and I will keep you lot updated. A video, of course, will be coming soon when it arrives. But for now, I've been testing these bars on my Genesis. So these are 34cm handlebars for a brand called Fouriers. If you haven't heard of Fouriers, they're popular for making the aftermarket brakes with a giant propel, the rim brake version. So what's so special about these bars? Well, if you are a narrow person, or a smaller individual, or you just want to go boy, these are for you. So these are pretty much a bog standard pair of handlebars. No aero shape, no carbon material, just a simple alloy bar. But that means that installation is pretty much easy like any other normal shaped circular handlebar. These weigh at 270 grams for a reach of 75mm and a drop of 125mm. I've been using these for 2 months now. At the start they felt a bit weird, especially out of the saddle, but I got used to that pretty quick. Although the first thing I did notice was how fast they were in the saddle. It could be in my head, but at the same time, making your frontal aero smaller is one of the biggest gains you can make. So initially, the only thing I was worried about when getting these bars were my knees hitting my elbows. I'm around 5'10" with very long arms and very long legs and short torso for my height. So generally that is a thing that I was worried about. But with a few adjustments, I didn't really have that issue. One thing you have to take into consideration with changing your bar width is your reach. So for example, every 2 centimeters you go narrower, you will have to extend your reach by 5mm. This would apply for going for wider bars too. So every 2 centimeters you go wider, you have to decrease your reach by 5mm. Of course, if your reach of your existing handlebar is exactly the same to your newer handlebar, you don't have to do anything more. But obviously if there is a difference in reach, you'd have to take that into consideration too. It'd be very similar to change your crank length. So if you go for a shorter crank, for example, you have to up your saddle height by the difference. So for example, if you went down from 172.5 to 165mm cranks, you'd have to adjust your saddle height by 7.5mm. When moving out of the saddle, you do tend to move the bars a lot more compared to a wider bar. Although it didn't affect handling or getting up to speed, it did require a lot less power to get up to speed compared to a wider bar. Comfort wise, they're probably as comfortable or more comfortable compared to my older 38cm handlebars. One of my favourite things about these bars are the ergonomic shape. A lot more comfortable than a standard compact handlebar. As I mentioned before, with a 125mm drop, they are pretty compact for an ergonomic type handlebar. So the question you'd probably be asking is how much do they cost? It cost me around £40, so not too expensive for bars, kind of at an impulse buy, and if I didn't like the bars, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. They come in widths of 32, 34, 36, 38, 40 and 42. The main USP is the 32 and the 34, as there aren't many brands that sell these bars. So if you're wondering, should I purchase these bars? I'd say go for it. If you're looking for the best pound per watt upgrade, or you're trying to find that extra gain that you haven't made, these are probably the bars for you. Any cons? I'd probably say the shape. It could have probably been an aero shape at the top, or probably 31.8mm on the top, but that's probably asking for a lot. And that was my video on my narrow handlebars. If you liked the video, give me a like below. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.